Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hackers Scale Misadventures in Scale Modeling. Today we're going to look at the Arma Hobbies 1/72 scale P-51B Mustang. Now I got this kit, well actually I got two kits because I want to make a American version and a British version. But it came yesterday and we're going to have a look at it, and I hope you enjoy seeing it. So let's open the box and see what we have. Okay, so let's see what we got here. It's up. They always put some of these companies that really pack their product really good when they send it to you. Whenever I sold a model or a book and that, I always made sure. Invoice. I always made sure that my stuff was well packed. So here we go. As I said, I bought two, but we're only going to open the one. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Love the artwork, but I don't think I'll be doing a home. I'm not sure. I have another marking for this in mind. But this kit is 70038. Okay, so, and on the back it gives you 4 American aircraft and 2 British aircraft. Well, one's a Mark III from the Polish Squadron 309, and the other one is from a Mustang III from the Royal Australian Air Force. So, let's have a look inside. Let's have a look here. Everything's all packaged up in one bag. Have a look here. Okay, we got clear parts. We have, I believe it's a mask and some PE parts. Got our clear parts, our instruction sheet, and our sprues. So let's see. Oh, that's one that wasn't on the box. A bonus one. It looks like it's a captured one captured by Japanese. That's an interesting marking, nevertheless. Okay, what else we got here? We have the decal sheet. So what do we got here? So you can see there's not much to this. This is 1/72 scale plane. Okay, so you can see their choice of paint colors to give you. They give you Tamiya, Vallejo, Humbrol, Life Color, AK, and Hitachi. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, so they give you, we start off with the cockpit. Always start off with the cockpit. Looks like the seats are really, for 72nd scale, these seats are going to be really, looks like a really detailed model for 72nd scale. Some of these parts, you know, I've built P-51s in 32nd scale that has just the same number of parts. Instrument panel, rudders, combing, looks like the sidewalls are molded in, but you get decals for all the parts, for all the instruments on one side. You put your scoop. You put your scoop in. The other side, you get a separate control. Like even in 32nd scale, 1/48 scale, that is a separate part, which is good. It gives it depth. See, they have the same amount of detail as some of the newer 32nd scale ones. Like even this here. I mean, look, that's part of the wheel well. That's part of the wheel well. Wow, this is going to be awesome to build. I got to tell you, I'm stoked for this one, boys. Separate rudder, separate flaps. Now this is ingenious. This is ingenious. You got two choice of tails. You get the standard tail or the one with the finlet. But you get two parts. You get that part and this part. These two parts as two separate pieces each. So if you want to do the straight tail, you got to use this part and that part, and this one. I want to get in. I want to get into the you get the Malcolm hood, or you get the standard hood opened and closed. Looks like you got a Malcolm hood that will fit down inside, or a Malcolm hood that will slide across. I'm not too sure how that would go, but we'll see. We'll get there. I usually have my my canopies open anyway, so except for maybe this version, I might leave it closed because the other one, it might be too susceptible to be broke off. But we'll see. You get the paper tanks and the regular tanks and some bombs. You get placement of all the wing data. Then you get into the schemes. I love these instructions because look at how nice they are. Dinga Ho was actually quite an interesting aircraft. It served in both the pilot served in both theaters. Got Polish Squadron, another American, the Royal Australian Air Force, and the more American ones. Well, you know what? As much as I like bare metal Mustangs, always when it's the B version, I always like the olive drab, and the British camouflage scheme too. Though I have seen some of these ones in silver too. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, I think all the Mustangs had their panels puttied over and sanded, and the wings painted. So either in a aluminum paint or the olive drab. I'll have to double check. I know the P-51B does, but I'm not too sure about the P-51D, sorry, but I'm not too sure about the B. Probably the same. Put that in there. Okay, so let's look. I'm interested in looking at the cockpit. Now, for 72nd scale, look at that detail. Look at that detail. Look at the underwing detail. I mean, they don't have the holes in the Usually these things have holes in them, but for the scale of it, I'm not gonna knock them for it. But you know, look at the cockpit floor, the fuel tank. Like, these are parts you would find on a 48 scale or 1/32 scale. This is awesome. The panel lines. Look at the panel lines. They're not too proud, but you can see them. Same on the fuselage. Now this would be an interesting. Another one I'm stoked to build. I like my Mustangs. I won't be apologetic for it. Look at the parts. Look at the paper tanks, the teardrop tanks. You get different intakes on the side, on the nose. Look at that. I mean, look at the detail. Look at how. Let's move this here out of the way here. It's blocking the view, but look at the holes. That goes in the tail. The seat looks good. I'm sure the aftermarket guys are going to come up with different seats on top of that, but we'll see. You got your flaps, and they got the raised rivet detail that they should. I'm just looking at the elevators. I'm not too sure when they changed over to from fabric covered to metal covered. I have to check that out. But I'm looking for the. See, there's where all your engine controls are, and that goes on the left side of the cockpit. But look at that. Look at this. Built right, and you could weather this cockpit up and everything real nice. Man. We'll try to get these back. Try to get these back in the bags because I don't want to lose any pieces. I'll kick myself if I lose any pieces. You ever notice it's easier to get them out of the bags than it is get them back in? Okay. Get back in there, you turkey. There. Now we won't lose anything. Now we got the canopy. Okay, let's get this. Because they put it in a Ziploc bag so you can put it back in afterwards. But oh yeah, look at that. Here, let's use the writing on here. I mean, look at that. Look at how clear that is. There's no distortion whatsoever. Even if it's like it's 1/72 scale, but still, it's really nice. And of course, this part here that goes over the cowling is of course frosted, so you know where glass begins and ends. But even the side panels, look at how clear those side panels are. Man, this is gonna be fun to build, I tell you. put the clear parts in back in before I lose them. I lose more things other than my mind some days, but hey. When this is built and painted up, it's going to look awesome, I'll tell you that. We got some PE here, some grills, and some seat belts. Hope somebody comes out with a decent masking set for this. Okay, so the decals, let's have a look at the decals. Decals are made, my eyes are not too good these days, so I have to. But look at those decals. Now they're really, really nice. Look at that. Very little. They look a little thick, but they're, if you shine it, you can see they look a little thick, but it's not really that bad. I'm not that picky of a person, so these will be awesome. This will be an awesome kit to build. I'm looking forward to it, because I want to build one American aircraft. See, my idea is to build one like this and build one like this with the two different tails. But anyways, that's the Arma Hobbies 1/72 scale P-51. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember, support me on my Rumble channel and my locals page, and you can also follow me on Facebook at Hackers Misadventures in Modeling. There. And remember, every build's an adventure, so go make it awesome. And I hope to see you again. And good night, and have a nice evening.